Welcome to episode 2 of In the Time of Coronavirus with yours truly, Mr. Howie W. And the first episode got cut off at 12 minutes, and it has to do with my phone. The power didn't go out. Too much stuff stored in it. I don't know. I'm not very tech savvy. I got to get an extra SD card. I don't know. We'll just go on with my stream of consciousness, trying to assist anyone that's willing to be assisted or entertained or have my wisdom imparted in the time of coronavirus, whilst you watch me on Smart TV Networks, the podcast channel, or Speak Your Mind channel. Okay? So I left off at the end, I got cut off on episode 1. I was discussing the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and I'd heard different things from different people. So I Googled away. The second horseman is death, then comes famine, then comes. No, the second horseman is war, then comes famine, then comes death. And, I'm going to break all the rules right now because I have an itch. I just touched my face. Okay, shoot me, bring the death squads, throw me in a re-education camp, whatever. Look, I'm ready for anything. It doesn't matter at this point. But I just went out and about. I went with the mask. I went with the gloves. The Ralphs near my house, no line. But they didn't have my favorite beverage, by Cocoa Fusion coconut water. So I had to go. I went to another Ralph's not too far away. Insane line. Then I went to Big Lots, and that was fine. Target, no line. But Target inside the store, when you walk by, there's two entrances. One of the entrances was, you could see from the outside, they had toilet paper, paper towels, hand sanitizer, all the stuff everyone's freaking out for, stacked up. You go in the store, they had 4 employees lined up, kind of like a security, like at a concert, and the line went down the aisle, the first aisle, as you walked into your left. There had to be, 20 people in line, but one of the employees said it's moving pretty quick. But I have 8 rolls left with my friend I'm staying with. We have 8 rolls of Costco toilet paper. And even as 2 grown men, that'll take us through the first week of May probably. Then I did stop by the Costco, and as I was walking in the parking lot, the line to the left was long. I expected it would be its returns. The line to the right, I wasn't sure if there'd be a line. That line, it was insanity. I love Costco, and it looks like I won't be going to Costco for a while. To me, it's the only place to buy toilet paper because it really does last forever. Although I recently discovered, regarding paper towels, at Target one day, I said the only thing I would have gone to Costco for was paper towels. And so let me see what Target, was Bounty. I had tried Bounty recently. I always went with Kirkland out of Costco. And I got to tell you, Bounty impressed me. They lasted long. So I pulled that off. So that was a couple of months back, and we have like 10 of those rolls if worst comes to worst. We have plenty of paper towels. So getting off subject, but as I said, I'm a stream of consciousness, and I should give some, what are they called, disclaimers right up front. Those who know me well know I'm a rather self-absorbed individual. I've never denied it. It's just how I wound up. Actually, I'm a narcissist. I learned this from Tammy Bruce, who used to be the president of the National Organization for Women for 7 years, a devout left-leaning liberal and a feminist and a lesbian. And after 9/11, she, along with other certain icons of the left, David Mamet, David Horowitz, Dennis Miller, they all, saw the light. As far as I was concerned, I was a raging liberal too. But I found out we had an enemy at 9/11. I didn't know. The new Nazis are here, radical Islamic fundamentalist extremists. And so it's the time of COVID-19. How does all that apply? Well, wouldn't it be awesome if we could target COVID-19 to just wipe out the bad guys, the radical Islamic fundamentalist extremists, the mullahs in Iran, the entire communist Chinese government, because they're pure evil. All the conspiracy theories I'm leaning towards very deliberate by China, an attempt to destroy American economy. But then I was told by one person, Trump will kick them out of all their financial holdings out of America. But then someone else said, no, they'll buy up all the stocks, all the treasuries at the lowest prices. And as we know, communist China, they could care less about killing off half their population as long as they get world domination. That's what they want. That's what they've always wanted from the time I could think clearly and was in school and learned anything about democracy and communism, I knew communist China wants to take over the world. This does not make me anti-Chinese or a racist. I didn't say the Chinese people. I feel for these people that I did mock the bad eating, and I hate that they eat dogs and cats. It's the way the way they prepare them for meals is grotesque. I can't even talk about it and think about it. But if I was poverty stricken like they are in most of China, my friend's a military contractor. He told me the truth. He's been there many times. Not an economic powerhouse. There's poverty all over that country. You got 1.5 billion people. They eat whatever they can eat. It's like in the Appalachians. It's like the poor people in the South here, roadkill. And in Tiger King, you saw what he was smart. All the local deputies, people knew if there was a deer that got hit, the authorities, they'd bring it to him. Walmart gave them their expired food. So I've never been that poverty stricken. I've been at rough times financially, but where I would eat a bat or eat a dog or eat a cat or eat a snake, whatever. So I don't. It's not the Chinese people. They're subjugated. The Chinese government is pure, raw, unadulterated evil because that's what communism is, and what it is to end your freedom. They don't want you to have freedom, and what I'm seeing. And I posted this on Facebook, Americans are accustomed to having their freedoms curtailed. And it's sad. And somehow we're going to bounce out of it, improvise, adapt, overcome. Getting back to who you're dealing with here as your host of In the Time of Coronavirus, hopefully soon I'll be able to pull off having guests, and really fun guests, and possibly celebrity guests, and entertaining, musical, greatly musically entertaining, comedic guests. I got to figure that out with this whole cell phone thing. If I slip in clips of them, I don't know if I'll be able to interview them live. But I wasn't planning on doing the second episode. It's just as I drove around today, I got home, I unloaded the car. I realized I have an outlet. I'm an entertainer. I need to entertain people. It's a need. People that are artistic in any way, it's not just something you want to do. It's a need. And those that don't get to express